All right, Liz, it is time to go live, baby.
All right, I'm coming.
I love that scene with you in front of the arowana tank. Grab that wine, please, Jesus. Grab that wine because you know you do not want to wait for me or anyone else.
Nope.
Can you get to that chat, past that thing, and
Okay.
let's see if they can hear us and see us because this thing has been. Skip that ad. You don't. Yeah. Hold on, guys. So let us know if you can hear us and see us. First and foremost, I've been having problems with this computer all day long, so much so that I dusted off a new laptop and got that set up. So let me know if you guys can hear us.
Whoop, whoop.
Can you see anything?
Audio and video good.
All right, guys. So thank you, everyone, for joining us. Can you move that? I got to get
So
Liz
many
in place.
buttons.
I got to tell her to come there. And
This is in my defense, this is Scott's computer, so all these things that are popping up are his things.
Oh, my goodness. I was picking on her today. I was like, you don't have to do anything but just show up and be pretty. Anyway, 41 on. Thank you so much, guys. First thing I want to do is welcome everyone to our stream. King, Queen, Siglets. It's Scott.
And Liz.
And we are so happy that you guys are here. I do want to.
Kurt Johnson in the house.
Oh my gosh, Kurt Johnson in
talk
the
about
house.
A blast from
What
the
does
past.
he have? Does he have two cans together with a string to see what we're doing? Talk about prehistoric sound.
But give Harold and Gizmo the kisses for us.
Yeah. All right. Before we get started, as you guys know, this is going to be PG-17 and up. We're going to be drinking adult beverages. Probably saying some adult things with adult language. If you saw my last video, I was cursing a little bit, and obviously I don't know how to use the beat button.
And, I think it would have been really funny, too, if you would have done the different sound, like a wah, wah, or something, really
It was so
stupid.
funny watching the premiere and watching people chat, and they were like, you missed the beat. You missed the beat.
Last time at this house, are you moving, Kurt?
Oh,
I did
that's
not
right.
get
I forgot
that
to
memo.
tell you that they're moving.
Look.
I forgot. Kurt, I'm sorry. I forgot. We should be helping you, actually. Because sit down.
Because
Sit down.
we could at least dog sit.
All right, listen. No frills, no crazy cameras, none of that stuff today. We're talking about a serious topic, in my opinion, why are our local fish shops closing. But before we do that, I do want to shout out to all our mods. Fishy Biz, if you're in the house, thank you for being here. Candy Overhauls, you are here. Thank you so much for all you do. Elizabeth, One Fish, Two Fish, ROC, thank you for being in the house. Mr. B, thank you for being in the house. Aquafunk, the Angel Freak, thank you for being here, sir. Rob93, Rob's Aquatics, thank you for being here. Bob Kaler, and last but not least, Multi-Tank Edition, Chris. You want to pick him up?
Oh, I figured he'd jump up if you
Come
wanted to. Rico! No, you go.
So thank everyone for being here. Thank you, mods, for taking the time out of your busy day to help us produce this live stream, and I hope everyone enjoys it. So what we got? 58 in the house, 32 likes.
Fantastic. $2, Fish Room Fever. Scott, is that young lady old enough for that wine? What you think, Grandpa?
Oh, wow. Yeah, she's more than old enough. She hasn't been carded. I was teasing her yesterday when we were at Outback.
Yeah.
She hasn't been carded.
It's been like a week.
You got a little bit of beautiful gray right there. It's
It's
actually,
a lot of bit of beautiful gray, but thank you.
It looks great on you.
It looks good on you, too.
Yeah, anyway. Also, while we're on this page, before we go to our opening screen, I did want to shout out to Q Aquatics and Aquafunk. For the second week in a row, we did a premiere videos.
3-video premiere?
Yeah, and it went really well. I appreciate Aquafunk and Q Aquatics working with me and doing that. I think we have a lot of fun. I think people are enjoying it. So Candy or any other mod, if you could you please put up Aquafunk's video and Q Aquatics video. Q Aquatics I fell in love with instantly because she did another great series with her video camera of her saltwater tank. It was really cool. And then Aquafunk did his video on Mabunas. Oh my gosh.
Mabuna.
Yeah. Yeah. So How about you shout out some people while I'm switching
All
screens
right,
here?
so Q, 54 Punchy, Jackie Moore, Not Nola Jane, Valley Fish, Chris Matsko.
Chris, what's up, Chris Masco? I miss you, man.
Blake Howden, Michael Thornley, Zen Ginger, Donald Fish Vibes, Sushi Berry. I always want to say Shishi when I see Sushi's name, and it really screws with my head.
Right.
So, yeah, tons and tons of people. Aquamate, everybody.
Speaking of
River
Aquamate,
Life,
I want to shout out to Aquamate and Dr. Blackie and Thirsty Rabbit. Those guys have been so kind and considerate and been working with us as far as our time slots. You don't know anything about it because you don't do anything when it comes to YouTube.
I show up, I look pretty, that's it.
Yeah, so they have gone above and beyond working with us because 7 o'clock was their normal time slot.
Yeah.
And we're going to work with them starting next year. We are going to alternate Saturdays so that we can both enjoy the 7 o'clock slot. We don't need to be on 4 times a week. I mean, 4 times a month.
And not 4 times a week.
4 times a
month. Y'all don't need us every week.
So I figure that's a very fair shake. And I appreciate you guys so much for working with us.
I love this comment Select Pet made. Scott, be proud of the gray. It means the hair stayed around. It could have just left.
JJR, the server must have had an off day. You always carded the ladies. They love it and helps the tips. What is it?
You always card the ladies. It helps the tips.
Oh. All right. Mm-hmm. Show up, look pretty, and get tipsy. That's what Select Pet says.
And I'm very good at my job.
What's up, Chewy? Fish room looks great, guys. Thank you. If I knew you were coming, Kurt, I would have set up the second camera, so I feel bad that it's not set up.
Well, Kurt literally lives like 2 minutes down the road. He can come over anytime and see it.
He does today, but tomorrow will be something totally different.
Where's he moving to?
We'll talk about it. We're on a live stream right now. JH Aquatics, what is up, Joseph? So glad to have you in the house, sir. I appreciate you. Aquamate says, anytime, guys. Looking forward to the new schedule, as we are too. Punchy Pam, congratulations to you, young lady. She just hit 1,000 subscribers, so congratulations on that. I know you've been working hard on it. Have you ever had a chance to see Punchy Pam's art?
I believe you've shown me before.
It's incredible stuff. Incredible stuff.
Real quick, Rod M, $2 for
down.
Rich's Underage Wine Fund. And the Fish Tank Barn, $5 for the tip jar.
Mike, what is up, Mike? Thank you very much. I appreciate that. While these super chats are coming, I always have to say this. If you super chat us and you want to go to Liz and her wine fund, please put it down in your super chat so I know to direct that money to her.
Please.
Otherwise, the money's going to come to me, and I'm going to reroute it to other channels and other, YouTube channels that I think are up and coming and need a little support, such as could you show that shirt off that we got from Alien
I love this shirt.
Aquatics?
So I'm sure y'all can see it. I'm leaning back. I'm not going to jump up and get on the camera.
Yes.
But it's got a fire mouth, a pollinite, and a crap. And I keep forgetting. It's one of the first.
That's a Jack Dempsey's. That's a crib, and that is a Jack Dempsey.
I thought it was a pollinite.
No, it's a Jack Dempsey fire mouth and a cribs. So.
I don't always see things the way they are. I see them how I want them.
All right. So again, we got a lot to talk about today. I really want to get to it.
Terry, you saw that? That's funny. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
What's she saying?
The other dog was looking at Liz like, "What the fuck?"
Hey.
We rated it. We stored the children.
I know, but YouTube will still
I'm
mess
so
with
sorry.
it a little bit.
I need a bleep button.
Yes, you do.
That is Chewy, our newest adopted dog, and he's trying to get a lap so bad.
He's a chunky little thing.
He's a tub.
Oh my God, he's like he is ridiculously cute.
He is so chunky.
Yeah, but he's a big one, right?
Neil Scambino, I've had a very hard time lately. I'm happy you guys make videos and do live streams. It gives me chills and I feel better. Thank you. Well, Niels, I'm sorry you're having a rough time, and we appreciate you being here and watching.
Rack, if you don't stop.
For Scott to pay it forward.
I appreciate that, Rack. Thank you very much. You know how we do, Rack. We are community builders, and I appreciate that money. I promise you it will go to a much needed place where they'll appreciate it.
Don't let Scott run the bleep button.
Yeah, I'm no good at that. All right, guys, we're going to move forward because it's 7-Eleven, and I really want to talk about everyone's thoughts about why local fish shops are closing. Speaking of Rack and I and John, I guess in the summertime, late summer, did a video where we went to three different shops. And one of the shops we went to that Rack loved, I loved, and John loved is actually closed now, and it's called Lucky's Aquariums. And when I found out about it last week, I called the owner, and I couldn't not believe
that they
were closed. So
it was one of the best stores.
We're gonna get to that. I just wanted to tell you, kind of give you guys an idea of what we're going to be talking about. I do want to talk about the new video I just put out real quick. I do want to take some moments to just do a little, talking about what we're doing behind the scenes. But just put out a video called the Fish Emergency Room. the fish room emergency.
You can't even read your own headline.
And I don't even, well, first of all, where's my drink at? I don't even have any.
Okay. Thank you, Sushi Berry, $5 for the wine and weekend word fund. I appreciate you, girl.
Thank you, Stephanie. I appreciate that. Did you even say what the wine was?
Oh. Again, one of my favorite wineries, Allegro. It is Tango.
Yes. All right, so Fish Room Emergency. I put that up last night at 8 o'clock. I was one of the first premieres. And do you know, it hasn't even been 24 hours yet, and it's surpassed 1,000 views. So
That's fantastic.
I am completely over. I can't believe it. I mean, I try to achieve 1,000 views a day, but it doesn't always happen that way. I was really nervous about this video because, quite honestly, and Q and Funk know this, I uploaded it the first time, and it was an hour long. I didn't even realize the video was an hour long.
Do you know how many scenes I had that were cut?
Cut!
I was just cut out.
But what's funny, and I do have to give credit where credit is due, I have been watching some of these younger guys on YouTube, and these guys have like 1 million subs in like 6 months. And their style of vlogging is very, it's action-packed. Like, it's one scene, next scene, next scene, next scene, next scene.
Right.
Where that first...
Okay, come here.
Yeah. Where that initial video I did that was an hour long.
Oh, my God.
What?
I don't know what DKK means, but tater salad, $100. Cheers, guys. Super chat.
Y'all stop growling at each other. Thank you so much, Taylor Salad. We greatly appreciate that.
Whoop, whoop.
Oh, boy. The dogs are growling over here now.
See, this is... everybody wants mommy's love.
Rico, come on. Come with Daddy. You want to come with Daddy?
Go sit with you. No, I want to sit with my... Oh, Chewy, you...
You want to come back, Chewy?
Go on, Tubby. $4.99. Wine fun for Liz. Thank you, Bob. Oh,
hey,
stop it.
Stop it, you two.
Grumpy.
Hey.
Grumpa. I'm going to put you down.
Put him down.
Go ahead.
That's not nice, Rico. I'm sorry, guys. It's supposed to be a fish channel, not a pet channel, not a dog channel. Anyway, so back to what I was saying. I was watching some other YouTubers, how they did their videos. And so I decided to just chop my 1 hour video up. It got it down to 20 minutes. The video is totally real and totally authentic. It really did happen. We really have moved the fish in. You might be able to see some of the new fish and where they're at this point.
And they're flaring, and it's so fun to watch.
Yeah, but this Dolby pair I just put in there, they're actually breeding now. They've already started to show some spawning stuff.
He's like, look, this is my woman, not yours.
So, again, I just want to shout out that video. Hopefully someone has put that link up. Oh, my gosh, Rico. You are being so bad, Rico. Sorry, guys. Boy.
Tell him to be good or I'll send Harold over. Oh, and Harold is a boss dog.
Oh, really?
Yes, Harold is grouchy. He's a curmudgeon, just like Kurt. He hates everybody.
All right, guys, real quick, we're going to go over a couple of comments and questions that came for that video. Mike Kirkpatrick, great video. Sometimes these off-the-cuff videos make for the best info. Nothing like sharing your experience in the hobby and solutions to help all of us that watch. If we were to ever have anything unexpected happen, we would follow suit. You two are awesome. So thank you very much for that, Mike. I appreciate that. Looks like Chunky has found a cat to chase after now.
Yeah.
All right. You're watching the chat, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. Next comment was from Jay's Better Room. Loved how you handled your trial and tribulations. I'm preparing my fish room with extra cycle tanks. I also have a circuit breaker that goes out. Thanks for sharing, and I love these types of impromptu videos. So thank you very much. I I'm a different kind of cat. If I had known that was stuff that people wanted to see, trust me, there's enough stuff that happens in here on a regular basis.
The trials and tribulations of a fish keeper. It could be videos for days.
Yeah, I got a little. I like Swisky a lot. I like Jimmy, and I kind of like to do more cinematic stuff. But if this, if people want to see like daily stuff that goes on and some of the things we do to fix it, we'll definitely do more of that. And you probably do a lot more fixing than I do because you're here more than I am.
Well, I get the call, Scott, I just saw on the video this. Go check it out.
That's true.
Like,
I have a video camera in this room and in the other room where other fish tanks are. So I'm always at the office checking to see what's going on.
Sometimes I wonder if there's extra cameras in the house.
Oh, there is. And if I see fish not acting right, it's nice I can call home and say either that or we have the intercom on the
which
webcam.
Scares us to death and drives the dogs nuts. The dogs are like, "Where's Daddy? Where's Daddy? Where's Daddy?"
All right, next statement, which I thought this was some great information. Stay-at-home cichlid mom. Is it just one breaker that keeps flipping? Those thin insulation boards are great for keeping the heat inside the tank. Line the bottom, backs, and sides. That's a great idea.
And we have done that in the past. We've lined the bottoms, but we've never really done the sides, which, that's a great idea.
It's speaking of this is the last comment, but speaking of my video, I completely forgot that Rack River Life did a really great video. Rack, was it a year ago? Talking about what you should do if you lose power. I actually pinned that link on my video, so if you guys looked at the pinned comment, you'll see Rack's link, and you can go to that video and really enjoy it. It's a lot of great tips on what you should do in cold weather if your power unexpectedly goes out, so that you can keep your fish, etc. So, last one here, Mr. G, brother, I feel your pain, man. I love your videos, the way you take care of the fish, the way you and your wife work together. I love the way your setup is. I love the way your setup is. I love you ever wanted tanks, man. You guys are amazing. I follow a lot of people, and I'm in the hobby myself since I've been 10 years old. But man, if I had anything set up, I'll set it up like yours. Thank you very much. There were some words jammed up in there a little bit, but thank you very much for that. So what's going on over there?
So Bob had said Liz was hauling booty, leaving Scott behind, and Scott be like, "Hurry up, we gotta hurry."
I figured y'all like that little booty shot going down the stairs.
Stop it. Rack said, yes, that was last year. Thanks for the link.
Absolutely.
So, I know the foam board, the fish tank barn, I know about foam boards a little too much lately. Select Pet. Oh, yes, show us everything. It makes viewer realize you have issues like the rest of us. Oh, good God, we probably have more issues than some.
Yeah, some issues I'm embarrassed to show you guys. Yep. I'm like, oh my God, if they see this, are they still going to keep watching us?
Hey, Tom. Tom has a really good point. He has a local fish store friend who will let you bring the fish in the shop when you lose power during cold weather. And there are still some mom and pop shops around that are so amazing like that will help out hobbyists.
Yeah, that's a great comment. All right, guys, there's 80 on and 48 likes. Please hit that like button. I appreciate it. Once it gets liked, once I get a certain amount of likes, this video will be shared out so others can see, and I would greatly appreciate that. So we're going to jump right into this topic. And again, I said the reason why I thought about this and wanted to even bring it up was because Lucky's, it's like a 45, 50-minute drive for me, which is, other than that fish place, it's like the closest fish shop I had. On top of that, it kept large Central and South American cichlids that I like, and it had a lot of different exotic fish.
Right.
So it was exactly the type of fish shop that I like. Yeah. Plus, it had a lot of used equipment that you could buy at reasonable prices. So for it to be shut down, I kind of know why it got shut down and why he decided not to renew the lease. And let's be transparent. I did talk to him. He said he decided not to renew the lease. Right. So that doesn't mean he's actually shut down, but his store's not open right now, and that's because of various reasons. So I reached out to Chris Biggs for his thoughts on why local fish shops shut down. Also reached out to Karen Haas, who has a lot of experience with stuff like that. she also said that I should talk to Corey from Aquarium Co-op, which is a great idea. I know Corey is super busy, so maybe sometime I can drop him, a question or two and find out his thoughts on it, because nobody runs a shop like Corey does at Aquarium Co-op. So I do want to say I was brought up, and I'm glad Tom is on, because I was brought up in a era in the hobby where we supported fish stores. We went on shop hops. We would go to stores and just do special things to show stores love. I mean, as recently as probably 6 months ago, it's not uncommon for you and I to tell a group of people, hey, we're going to this fish shop, and end up with 15, 16 people tagging along with us and going to a fish shop to support them, to buy stuff, and to just show some appreciation to stores. So with that said, I'm going to show you a video of just me introducing myself in front of Mark De Niro's old shop, Pets Plus. Tom, let me know. I think he might be back at this shop. So
He did.
Hi guys, it's Scott from King Queen Cichlids. We are at Pets Plus. I call it the home that Mark De Niro built. We are here to pick up some wild-caught green terrors that my baby Liz got for me for Christmas. I am so excited. Pet Plus is a place to go when you want to get exotic fish, anywhere from marine, freshwater. Mark De Niro does it all. I think Chance was here last week from Cichlid Garden. He got some really rare pistogrammas. So I'm not going to wait any longer. Let's go get these fish now. Now, what's funny to me about that little video, that little promo I did before I actually did a review of his shop, was I almost got hit by that car going by. I was so busy talking in front of the video that when I ran across the street, there was literally a car coming. Thank God that car stopped and let me go. But
like, whoop, whoop.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. So Donald's Fish Vibes asked, "Is this a local fish store or a full-scale pet store?" Speaking of Lucky's, and it was a local fish store.
Yeah, it was
a mom and pop shop.
Yeah, it's exactly right.
Tom says that De Niro is back in Lawrenceville. They needed him badly.
Good. There's no better person than Mark De Niro.
Oh, yeah.
So anyway, we're going to talk about, and I'm going to present the question to you, and I want you guys to give me your thoughts. And Liz, you're going to let me know when you see comments that you want to, share, and questions you want to share. But why do you think local fish shops are shutting down in the area? And with that said, why are some still in existence and doing so well? Like, you look at a Discus Hans, who's been in the hobby for such a long time. He's still able to make a living. You look at Cichlid Exchange with Steve Lundenball. There's so many other shops out there that have stood the test of time. What are they doing that others aren't doing? So this could be a sensitive topic. I don't know. I mean, I did reach out to a few people that work for stores or own stores, and the general consensus was they didn't really want to say anything on camera or be quoted, which I understand. But Chris Biggs, as I said, was nice enough to leave some comments. So was Karen Haas, and even Jonathan Strasansky left a comment or two. So we will get started. Let's see. This is the shop. Well, let's do this. This is us. Just a group going to, I believe this was Go Fish, where we went here. And this is very common for us. We will just, like I said, put something on our page and say, hey, we're going to a shop. You want to meet us down there? And we can end up with 5 people. Sometimes we end up with 15 to 20 people. So, yes.
So we've got a few comments here. Aqua Rob, many local fish stores feel that their competition for the most part is no longer the shop in the next town, but rather that their customers now do a lot of their aquarium shopping online.
Yep.
Recon 338 says, all we have within an hour of me is Pet Supplies Plus, Pet Sense, since Walmart stopped selling fish.
Okay, can you hold on for a minute?
Yeah.
Recon's on. Candy or any of the mods, if you could provide a link to Recon, please do. He just put a video up that's really great. Plus, he has our King and Queen Cichlid shirt on in the video, so I thought that was really cool. So if you're not subscribed to Recon, please definitely check out his video. I think you'll enjoy it, and check out his channel.
Mm-hmm.
What else you got?
So a lot of people are ordering their fish on the internet. Niels
Mm-hmm.
Gambino. The ones who stay open sell a lot of different species and make sure when you enter the store is beautiful.
Yeah.
Like Howden says, the local fish stores are doing well. Are the ones that don't mainly focus on tropical and cold water fish that are in the big box chain stores.
Yeah.
Terry's Tropical says brick and mortar stores that don't evolve with the online age we have now always fail. Yes, sir.
Okay. That's great stuff, and Chris Biggs and Karen have both said the same stuff. I do want to show you a picture of Lucky's. This was the last time. No, the last time we were there was with John and Rack. This was probably a month before then. There's some of your friends there. This is not uncommon to have this many people come out when we do fish shop hops. They're called shop hops. No one knows more about shop hops than Tom Galuli. He's a master at it. Many times we will get a group of people together and call ahead and say, we're going to 3-4 stores. We're coming with about 20 people. Do you guys want to give us a discount? And the stores will work with us because we know that we're coming to spend money. When we went to Lucky's, when John, Rack, and I went to Lucky's, I know we spent over $600 between the three of us, if not more. So stores will work with you, especially in times like these, if you go in numbers and try to show support for them.
Yeah. And I'm seeing a lot of comments like that the mom and pop shops closed down because the people are in the area aren't supporting them. They're buying the box chains for the cheaper deals and stuff. Biggs is on.
Hey, it's Biggs on?
Yeah.
All right. So what's up, Chris? So here's one of Chris' comments. Most common reason, in my opinion, is the inability to advance with times. That's why I stopped you, because what that person was saying is very similar to what Chris has to say about that. Second comment from his was, try to think about opening a pet store and competing with online monsters such as Amazon, Chewy, etc. Very challenging. They have extreme buying power, get ready, absolute lowest discounts, and deliver on one's door promptly. Very challenging to compete against. So
absolutely.
That's absolutely right.
And I order from Chewy.com too for the dog stuff because they do show up the next day. They do have the best prices.
Right. But one of the things I love that Chris says here is, although they can do that, one thing they can do, one area that those style of retailer cannot compete in is the field of customer service.
Yes.
Mom and pop shops offer exceptional levels of customer service. Functional websites, inviting and clean, organized stores can definitely remain viable.
Now, I will say, Chewy.com has excellent customer service. They send my dog's birthday cards. They send sorry flowers and stuff for your dog's passings. They're an amazing who would expect an online store to send you flowers when your dog passes?
That's true.
So for Chewy.com, I love them.
Right. How are we looking in the chat over there?
My local fish store delivered my 6-foot tank to my house and helped me set it up. That's amazing.
Wow, that's
They get
great.
most of my money that I spend in the hobby, and that's it. You treat your neighborhood good. Your neighborhood's going to support your store. It is so important to have that relationship.
93 on, guys. 50 some likes. Let's get those likes balanced out if you could, guys. I would appreciate it. Let me see. What else did Chris say here? Today's online age, Amazon won't be able to help you when something goes wrong with your fish. Retailers have to start thinking outside the box.
Right.
Some retailers are dwindling and cannot survive in the style of marketing, yet others tend to survive.
Now, see, ordering fish online is not something I would do. I want to go in the store. I want to see the fish I'm picking out.
I agree with you, but but there's a lot of people who are buying fish online.
I understand that, but maybe we're just more old school where we want to see. I want to touch. I want to see. I want to look.
I do want to touch on this. Exceptional levels of customer service. Just an example. Look at the stuff Scott Maurer at Reef to Riff has done over the past few years. Like him or not, he is exceptional at delivering an entirely different experience than most retail stores today. And I can't fight that. I mean,
no.
And I wouldn't want to fight that. Scott, in my opinion, although he doesn't necessarily stock the fish that I would drive 2 hours to see, is amazing. He's a trendsetter. I mean, he's having meetings in his own fish store now where he's bringing people like Chris Biggs. Rachel O'Leary was there a few weeks ago. and really educating his customers, which I think is entirely important for your customer base, because you want to educate them so they do well, so they'll keep coming back and buying stuff from your store. It's a give and take relationship.
Right.
So Scott is definitely doing it right, in my opinion.
Super Cichlids is doing it right. Reef to Rift is doing it right. Mark and Pets Plus always takes care of us. But the thing for us is are we going to drive the 2 hours, the 3 hours?
Yeah, we're not worried. We're talking about keeping local shops. What we need to do to keep them in business.
Okay.
I think Mark and Scott are different, and I'm gonna be very careful going down this street. Scott does his thing one way. The reason why I go to Mark's shop is different. He has a salesmanship about him and a personality. No, I'm not saying Scott doesn't, but a personality that when you come in the store, you feel like you're already friends with Mark. He's extremely knowledgeable, and again, I'm not saying Scott's not, but Mark, has written books, has a monthly magazine on tropical fish hobbyists. He's, in the clubs deep, and so is Scott. I mean, Scott did a talk at Cichlid Club of York, I think it was last year, but Mark has a different customer service, I think, than Scott. They're both tremendous. I'm more old school, so I think, when I go in, Mark's like, what are you looking at? And he's like, and I'm like, well, I like this, and I like this, and I like that. And Mark will be like, okay, well, I'll give you this, this, and this, and this for this price.
Yeah.
And he's
he'll
a negotiator. that I'm just saying that's the difference that I see between those two, is I can go in Mark's shop, and I know if there's a couple of fish I want, he will package a deal together that works for both of us, where he's profitable and I leave the store very happy. So what else you got going on?
There's so much I'm not going to be able to even touch on half of this.
What's Tom saying right there?
My friend Adam's store, for instance, healthy and wide range of stock. Fish prices are good as he imports a lot of his fish. No competition in the area. Right. And we've been to Adam's Pet Safari. It's a great shop.
Oh, it's a great shop. We love that shop.
And Tom is very lucky where he has all these great shops, like 15, 20 minutes from him. And their club gets to do so many great shop hops. Right.
So, I've been talking about Mark. So here is yet another picture of all of us. I think it might have been last year. I don't know. Tom, you're in there, and everyone's in there. I'm way in the back. Matt Hand's there. John Morgan's there. My Uncle Kevin is there. Aaron and Betty's there. Kelly is there. So it must have been last year, maybe.
Before she moved to Texas, yeah.
Absolutely. So, again, this is not uncommon. Hey, what's he growling at?
He just woke up. He's grouchy. He's growling at me because I moved him.
Jeez. So this is just something that we have historically done as King Queen Cichlids. We go out and we support shops. We definitely support Scott. We love his shop. We support Mark De Niro. Mm-hmm. I thought we were supporting Lucky's, but evidently we weren't doing quite enough, or he wasn't transparent enough about what was going on at his shop. Here's a picture of us at Reef to Rift. Did I say that right?
Reef to Rift. Yep, you did.
One of the things about Reef to Rift, if you've never been there, is how exceptionally clean and organized that store is. It is bright. Yeah. It is lit up well, and it is maintained at an excellence that I've seldom seen before. So, if you've never gone to Reef to Rift, definitely check that out. It is an amazing, amazing store. And obviously the name Reef to Rift, it's got a lot of salt water and it's got a lot of African cichlids. I wish it was like the Amazon and Reef or something like that. Right. But all right, so what do you got?
So Funk says, I truly believe that local fish stores are doing a terrible job of going out into the community and getting new people into the hobby. Minorities are a great untapped pool. Let's see.
Agreed. All right, one last thing about Mark De Niro. After we go to Mark's shop, there is a little pizzeria. We all go crash the pizzeria after we have purchased fish, and that's just tradition. We need to be doing it more often, quite honestly, but we can't now because he's moved back to the Lawrenceville shop.
Right. So, Tiffany White says, as I get into the hobby more, I tend to want fish species that my local fish store doesn't carry. My last several fish purchases were online, but I still get frozen food and dry goods from local fish store. That's the great thing about the mom and pop shops that we go to is if they don't have it, they will get it for you.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that is an option that big box chains don't have versus local stores.
Well, I think you hit the nail on the head with Super Cichlids. I think they're tremendous too. You think about they have an online service and they have a walk-in store.
Yeah.
Both of them are extremely experienced when it comes to fish. I mean, Lisa has come up through the hobby as well, through the clubs. She's learned her stuff. She's actually gone native collecting. And Uruguay, she's definitely someone that I would certainly go to if I was in the area and support her shop.
Okay. And well, Barbara Jackson says some local fish stores don't have an internet presence. My favorite local fish store has a Facebook page, and ever since since has grown quite a lot. And that's something Reef to Riff does. These shops do need to kind of go with the flow, with the internet, with the Facebook, getting their presence out there. I think that's very, very helpful for businesses.
But you got to put an asterisk on the Facebook thing now, because now Facebook is not allowing people to put sales. Like this, I used to love this when Scott and Mark would come to our page and drop videos of stuff that was coming into their shop.
Agreed.
I mean, it would... And they can't necessarily do that anymore because you're not allowed to do sales. So I think that has put a big handicap on the stores that were trending and kind of doing the right thing. Big hasn't said anything about. I'm surprised he's been quiet.
I haven't seen, but I did, and I can't find it now. Oh, here we go. Nathan Alexander. Dirty tanks in local shops and poor lighting. That is something that will turn me off of a store like that. Mm-hmm. I want to, like, you know, what these newer shops are doing. They're well lit. You can see everything.
Yeah, we're going to try very hard to stay away from naming any stores out there. But I know one exactly that you're talking. I know one in particular.
And I didn't say it on purpose.
That's so bad. And actually they were shut down for a little while, though they're back in business. That it's hard to even walk in the door because of the smell is so bad.
Right.
Yet, for whatever reason, that store is
People
still...
love it in that area.
And you know what? And they bring in some incredible fish that you just won't get anywhere else. I mean, seriously, I will go to that store knowing that I'm going to probably see some stuff I don't want to see and smell some stuff I don't want to smell. But there's going to be some exceptional fish in there when I get there. And hopefully I can get there and get them out before anything goes wrong with them. So I have Karen Haas. I asked her thoughts too. Karen said this: I think the first thing in this day and age is some stores do not promote themselves on social media, which we just talked about. Particularly if they are located a bit off the beaten path, they need to promote the store.
Right.
Great. Okay. Hey, Martin. I'm glad you're on, Martin.
Hey, Martin. Hey, Lisa. We miss you guys.
We miss you. We just got a message from Super Cichlids. We love you guys. If you guys have not gone to Super Cichlids, definitely check them out. It is the store to go to. It is the store of the future, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Martin, I hope you're doing well. I know you've gone through some health issues, and that has set you guys back a little bit, but definitely check out supercichlids.com. They're always running specials many times for free shipping, so definitely check them out. It'll be well worth it.
Thank you, Bob, for the $9.99 super chat. He's our #1 fan.
Oh, Bob, thank you so much. So thank you, Karen, for that one, and then I want to switch and go to another one. Karen Haas says, second, failure to keep up with general cleanliness. The store needs to look like someone cares about it. So it's funny how what we're saying is it's the same thing that Chris Biggs and them are saying.
Now, Molson 2889 says, if you buy your fish online, you don't know what conditions are like where they came from. And that is so true. That just scares me from ordering online. I don't know what kind of water they're in, how they were treated. They could show up bent. I just
and
I don't like it.
I've gone to enough stores because, most of the time, most of the local stores, I know the owner or whatever.
Right.
And I'll say, hey, when are you getting fish in? So I've gone to enough stores where they're receiving fish in to see sometimes the condition of the fish are not great. Sometimes they're dead. And, all that they have to do is, so I would be very I wouldn't feel comfortable ordering offline either, unless it was someone that
Someone
I
I
knew,
knew.
such as Super Cichlids.
I mean, even Temple Poseidon sells fish. They sold fish online. I don't know if they still do, but those are people I trust.
Absolutely.
I know they're very good.
I think this is the last one from Karen. No, there's maybe one more. Third, someone knowledgeable about fish needs to be on the staff. This is exactly what Aquafunk was talking about too. When the store is open, I expect there to be some minimum wage entry level teams working the catching fish, but the owner or assistant manager type should be there as well to answer more. I gotta switch this.
Right.
Hold on. More advanced questions, i.e. good customer service needed to be able to compete with box stores. 4, lots of dead and sick fish. That probably ties into number 2 and taking care of the store, but I've seen rundown stores with good looking fish.
Yeah.
And the store I was just talking about is a rundown store, but it does have some good fish worth me traveling there, even though it's quite the distance. So we have roughly 18 minutes to go. And I made this very, very general because I thought this was a very serious topic and I want to get your thoughts. I also want to say, while we're talking about certain stores, that Tangled Up and Cichlids is back in business. And my friend Kevin has invited you and I to go to the shop to Tangled Up and Cichlids. He would like us to do some promotions for him. Obviously, when someone and if you know anything about Tangled Up and Cichlids, Jeff Rapps is a legendary name in the hobby. And to say that you have a Jeff Rapps whatever adds a certain premium to that fish.
It will bump up your price.
Because it's wild caught, it's taken care of by someone, it's probably an F1, taken care of by a man that knows exactly what he's doing, that constantly, with Rusty Wessel and Mo Devlin, goes out and collects fish. So he, after years of being in the hobby, has retired and moved to Florida with his wife. And there was a situation where I got contacted by Mo Devlin. You remember this? Mm-hmm. And I got contacted by Rusty Wessel, and they both said, why don't we... You okay?
Yeah.
Why would I consider actually purchasing Tangled Up and Cichlids? They thought I would be a good fit. At the time...
And you came to me, you were a little excited about it, and I was like, ooh.
At the time, we were also going through our house negotiation. That's what I'm smelling over there.
That's what I was looking for.
During that time, we were going through our house negotiations, and money was not available. I think they got the right guy in Kevin.
Yes.
And I think Kevin will do a tremendous job. And I am so excited and looking forward to going up to Tangled Up and Cichlids and seeing what he's done and seeing what's in stock and bringing that information back to you. Tangled Up and Cichlids has historically been one of the top-notch online fish stores, especially when it comes to cichlids. What you got?
I liked this comment. Nathan Alexander also turns me off. Nickel-sized snail shells on the bottom because they're too lazy to pick them up. But this is what I liked was also fish mix that you know should not be mixed together. AE guppies and cichlids. You know, like they don't even care to separate.
Well, I don't know about that comment.
Well, it was just
Well,
so what if South American and African were mixed in a tank?
Okay, I agree with that. But Rusty Wessel puts live bearers in his cichlid tanks all the time. Right. You will see swordtails and stuff like that in his tank all the time. That's just naturally how they come in the wild. So
right, but I think he was meaning more of a the things that should not be mixed together.
Absolutely agree 100%. And I see that all the time. Perfect example was South American cichlids being stuck in with African cichlids, and it's just a huge no-no. So, all right, what else you got?
So, let's see. There was so much. I just have to scroll up. I'm sorry.
It's all right. Martin sent me a message, and it's kind of going over my screen a little bit, so I can't. All right, guys. So, have any of you guys ever been on a shop hop before? Ever experienced a shop hop? Have you ever? I mean, has anyone ever done that?
Right.
Let me know. Let me know your thoughts on that. It is certainly a way to support your local store when you get a group of people and you go to a shopping and you buy what you can. You support them. Obviously, you don't buy stuff you don't need, but you support them by buying in a group.
Okay. Well, there was a bunch of comments about, poor management, how expensive it is to run a brick and mortar store, first of all.
Right.
And, different things like that. They can't manage their checkbooks, let alone their money, to keep the store up and running. But I'm going to miss this. Shoot.
Go ahead.
Anthony asks, what is your opinion of the store Go Fish?
What is my personal opinion of the store?
Mm-hmm.
I could be funny and say, well, I have a video on it and I reviewed it there, but I actually like Go Fish. It's an old mom and pop shop, old style. The lady there is always so sweet to us, and she doesn't know that we have she might now.
Right.
But when we first initially started going there, she didn't know anything about YouTube or that we had a YouTube channel or anything like that. She was just genuinely interested in us, what we kept, and was very helpful.
Right.
There's an older gentleman there that's not very personable.
Customer service oriented.
So I don't really spend a lot of time with him.
But the lady there.
But I think the shop overall is a great shop. The fish normally are healthy and really incredible prices. I mean, we saw clown loaches at prices that were like incredible. So I like Go Fish. I really like Lucky. I'm still upset that Lucky is gone. I don't want to go in too much detail about this Aquafunk, but Lucky was a store run by people of color. And unfortunately, the people of color that he picked weren't the best candidates. I know you keep hitting me. I'm trying to shut up.
Oh, no, I wasn't. I'm sorry. That was
Did you not realize you hit me like 3 times?
I was playing with the dog's ear.
But and someone said this, I think, if you're a store owner, you need to make sure you hire people that are looking out for your best interest and know what the hell they're talking about in the hobby.
Right.
And there were some people that came through that as a store, was there that just weren't the best suited. There were some that were great. I mean, one of the guys I would talk to all the time, and I would come down, we met up, and he was a good dude, and I'm not sure what happened, but there were some other ones that just were not good for that location. And quite honestly, I think Lucky's has a restaurant. Lucky's Aquarium, the owner has a restaurant next door to it too.
Yes.
So, I mean, he had a lot going on, and his money was tied up in a lot of stuff. So, I would love to have gotten that store.
Lucky's?
Yes. I would love...
You would travel there every day?
Well, he's not going to be able to afford... I'm not going to say what my salary is, but he's nowhere going to be able to come near what my salary is. So, I can never do it.
Right.
But I would love to have... If I was retired, which is going to happen in about 8 or 9 years...
Yeah, right.
It is. I would love to get that shop.
Yeah.
Even if I work for him and say, just give me the shop, you take care of the restaurant, and I'm going to show you how to make a profit in here. I would love that opportunity.
Right. And you would be great at it. You really would.
Thank you. I mean, because I think I'm good at promoting stuff, and when stuff came in, I think I'm good at knowing what people want. And that's another thing that Mark Denier is great at. When some stuff comes in, he knows what people want and he'll give them a call. Hey, just got some sturgeons in, just got this arowana in. And, and he's great at that stuff. So, what you got?
Let's see.
You like you're reading stuff, but then you don't.
I'm reading them, but they're scrolling by so fast, I'm losing them. So, let's see. All Natural Aquatics. Too many shops don't understand what they are or where they fit into the market. In other words, have no identity. It's a common issue. These shops tend to disappear.
Thank you, Elizabeth. King and Queen Sickless. Mark is in the house. What is up, Mark? How are you doing, sir? Do you have any comments for us? I'm just going to go to this chat page.
What's Mark's screen name?
I don't know, but...
Wasn't that the All Natural
There it is right there. Scott, you have a job here whenever you want one. Liz, too.
And so...
Thank you, Mark.
Yeah, that's whose comment I read.
Yeah, but you just said, fist to fist, I told them my job pays way more, but I volunteer on the weekends to help because I love the hobby and the owner is a knowledgeable machine.
Yeah, Jeremiah said that he goes in there so often they offered him a job doing water changes.
Mm-hmm. Sickla Dan, what do you do for a living? Scott, I am a plant manager for a flooring company. I have 2 shifts that I manage and about 60 plus employees. So it is quite the job. I'm probably doing 9 to 10 hours a day and weekends sometimes. Mark says, I wish I had more time. I wish you did too. I wish I could have called you back, Mark, because I definitely want to get your thoughts. But again, as I opened with, you are definitely someone with a lot of knowledge, who has a certain salesmanship about you that when someone comes in the shop and you see a few things, you are able to work with people and make some deals. And that's why I love going to your store, Mark. Not only for the conversation and just hanging out with you, but I know when I go to the store, you're going to look out for me, you're going to look out for the store, and we're both going to leave happy with you getting a profit and me being happy with what I got. So kudos to you and your salesman skills.
Right.
9 minutes left in our feed.
And then Nathan, who had made the comment earlier about seeing mixed fish that should not be mixed together, he says, to clarify mixed tanks, if a customer sees it in a store, they think it's okay to do it at home.
Nathan, you're exactly right, my friend. You're exactly right. Although I will paraphrase again and say, if you check out Rusty Wessel's fish house, he has swordtails mixed in with some of the largest cichlids I've seen.
Right.
And and as he says it, this is how it is in the wild, and the swordfish just have to be faster than the cichlids, and somehow they maintain that balance.
Right.
So, Mark says he's blushing.
Nathan Alexander, $1.99. Thank you so much, sir.
Can I read this?
Go ahead.
Tommy Keogh, Lucky's closed for multiple reasons. Rent went up, couldn't establish employees going in and out, not profiting. I agree 100%, Tommy. That's, without saying any names, I agree 100%.
So G-Bear is asking if anyone knows the price of 2 Congo Tetras. Mark or any of you guys know can help him out.
He says the local fish store by charging $20.99 for Congo Tetras.
How big are they?
That can't be right.
He said for 2-inch Congo Tetras. That's crazy.
Yeah, that can't be right.
Yeah.
Tank size makes a difference. All right, Mark, back to work, buddy. I'm sorry we couldn't talk more. Tom says rusty tanks are huge. Yes, they are. They're huge, but the largest tank he has is I think all of them are 180 Toms. I don't think he has anything larger than a 180. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure in our conversations with Rusty, that's the biggest tank he has. Speaking of Rusty, you guys pray for him. He injured and fell off a roof. I believe he's out in the hospital now, but you guys wish him well. It's going to take some time before he's able to walk again. One fish, two fish. I remember when you met Rusty for the first time. That made me laugh.
Gosh.
You almost fell out your seat when you met Rusty. So Elizabeth, if you have any contact information for Rusty, I can give it to you. Definitely reach out to him because he did hurt himself pretty good and fell off a roof. And I think he broke his hip or something. So he's going to be down for a while.
Right. And Kyle Mummert has joined us. Hey, Kyle. Long time no see.
Hey, Kyle. You're right. I mean, 180, that's funny. That's true. 180 is huge at Q. 180 is huge in top to Tom. And it's right. And I'm just so used to bigger tanks that I don't see it as huge anymore.
Right. Tommy is asking, Big Fish Deal 2020. Do we have any information?
I don't know. Yeah, I kind of do, Tommy. I don't. Private message me about that, Tommy, because I don't want. Yeah, private message me, and I'll give you the scoop on that. Aquafunk, King Queen. I know from experience it is difficult to keep knowledgeable adult employees at fish store pay rates. Absolutely right, buddy. Absolutely right. That's why I don't see myself retiring, but I see myself retiring from my current job and getting my Social Security and then working part-time at a store or more.
I don't see you need to work.
Fish Tank Barn, you saw him at OCA. This happened after OCA, unfortunately. He went on a trip, and he really went on a trip.
Yeah.
So
Elizabeth wants you to send her the Facebook message.
I saw that.
Okay. When are you doing another shot pop?
Who's asking that?
Jay Jr.
When are we doing another shop hop, Jay Jr.? Whenever you're ready. I mean,
when the weather gets nicer.
This is a perfect time to do shop hops. It's colder, but I think stores are more willing to work with you and
right. And we're long overdue for a trip up north.
Yeah, that's what I thought. $8 to $10, not $20. Yeah, I cannot. They shouldn't be charging $20.99 for a Congo Tetra. I don't care if it's where it came from.
So Jason Cichlid says, actually, I think Rusty was meant to do a talk at our Cichlid Club last month in Australia, but the talk got canceled because the guy fell off his roof. Must be the same guy.
That's exactly
Yep,
the same guy.
Him.
That's my guy. That's my mentor.
Your guy. Scott will be a Walmart greeter.
I could be a Walmart greeter. I could see
carts.
that. Yeah. I ain't pushing no damn cart, but
carts.
I'll be a Walmart. And you better believe you look suspicious. I'm checking your bags
now,
for sure.
Look, you yell at these Walmart greeters and these people all
because
the time.
they're racist.
Now you're going to be the one yelling at people. There people are going to be like, that guy's such a jerk.
Really, Kurt? You're going to agree with Biggs? I'm going to be a Walmart greeter? That's probably what you're doing right now, isn't it, Kurt?
Oh, my god.
Being a Walmart greeter?
No, I think Kurt sits and knits.
He sits and knits?
Yep, sits and knits. Come to Ontario. Great shop ops. Oh, I'd love to.
Yeah.
I would love to go to Canada
Blake
someday.
Howland got to go. Again, appreciate your new live stream slot. Hope your week goes well. Thank you very much.
Yeah. And we love the new time slot, too. We don't have to get up tomorrow morning early. We're not up late. I
kind of like it. I like it, but this live stream came on me quick. Like, normally I'm used to having a buffer day where I can set all my stuff up.
Right.
And I... Like 12 o'clock, I was freaking out because like one of my computers wasn't working. Thank God this one is working. And I was trying to upload stuff. And I normally have like 2 or 3 cameras in here and everything. I said, F it. And I pulled the plug. And I was like, one camera is going to be enough. And we'll just do this ad lib. So.
Select Pat. First time I spoke to Rusty at the club, it was like meeting a rock star.
Yes, he is awesome. G-Bear, $14 for Anubis plant. I can't believe how off the prices were. Granted, they're in Rockland country, but geez.
Yes, that shop's definitely price gouging.
Tom, you're getting in on this too? Scott is starring in People of Walmart. Wow.
These are the people of Walmart.
Kurt, we love and miss you too, big guy. We really do. And I got to get that dinner from you. You keep reminding me that you
Does he owe us one?
Yeah, remember
fantastic. I'm hungry now.
We're going to go steak and lobster.
Woo!
Yeah, especially if you're buying houses and cars and stuff.
I mean, yeah. Did you ever get Sue that fancy little old car?
Elizabeth, did I say a bad word?
Probably.
Oh my gosh. Anyone experience with what?
Buenos Aires tetras.
Thinking of getting some to eat duckweed.
I love duckweed. You love or hate. People love or hate it. And you actually will take my duckweed and feed it to your guys. So
let me tell you this, guys. Rachel O'Leary was scheduled to come and talk with Liz and do some footage, but she hates duckweed so much that she refuses to come to our house.
Stop it.
It's true. If you guys go to Rachel O'Leary's channel and check some of her stuff out, she spent literally a year trying to get rid of a duckweed bloom that happened, and she said she would never go close to any duckweed again because it's so easy to transfer it into your tank. So,
yes, Kurt, I will absolutely give her a call. I miss her.
Really, Mr. B, don't bother trying to bleep them.
Yeah.
Did I say a bad word for real?
Probably.
Did I say hell? Hell's not a bad word.
Let's get the instant replay.
Joseph,
J.H.
I
loves it too.
Yeah.
Woo.
So I don't know. I'm assuming John's coming on. I don't know. I didn't hear from him today, but
Rachel has a duckweed tattoo.
Candy, is John coming on tonight? KG Tropicals?
Does Rachel have a duckweed tattoo?
She does not.
If she does, it's her cat that was named Duckweed.
Yeah, see, Elizabeth knows she cannot stand duckweed.
Michael Eats puts duckweed on his baby Alfredo.
With garlic.
Oh my god.
Candy says no, not today.
Well, we better jump if somebody's getting on because it's
8 o'clock. She's and plus the Aussies might get on. Again, guys, thank you so much for coming. We greatly appreciate you guys. We had a good time. I think we got 90-some people on, which is great. Again, check out Susie Q, her video, Aquafunk the Angel Freak, her video. Plus, those guys are going online tomorrow, starting off with JH Aquatic Joseph at 5, HC at 6. Correct me if I'm wrong, Funk. Susie Q at 7, Aquafunk at 8. She at 9, and I believe Jess's Shrimp at 10. So lots going on. So definitely get some snacks, get rested up tonight because there's going to be a lot of live feeds going on tomorrow. Again, and there's River Life. Don't forget to check John out. Actually, it's Aquarium Co-op on Thursday, then KG Tropicals, and then River Life. And then I believe Multi-Tank Addiction streams after that. So, brother, don't worry about it. I love you, man. No worries. Just hit that replay button for me. All right, guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, and we will talk later. Bye-bye.
Bye.
I got to figure out how to stop this thing. I wasn't on the